today's video is going to be a get ready with me, and I'm going to be getting ready to go out bowling with my coworkers. We wanted to do something to celebrate the amazing holiday season that we had. We literally killed it. We sold like probably triple than we've ever sold before in a holiday season, and we hit 1 million in our company last year. So my boss and my assistant manager wanted to do something with all of us, so we decided that we wanted to go bowling. So I am getting ready right now to go out with them, and I'm really excited because I actually haven't been bowling in a while. I don't even remember the last time I went bowling. It was definitely pre-COVID. I just can't remember when. I think it was maybe 2019 was the last time I went bowling. So I'm super pumped to go. So I wanted to do another look with the Nomad Verona palette, and this time I want to use the red shades in here because I haven't been able to dip into them, and I'm super excited to try them out today because I really wanted to do a red look to go out tonight. So I'm mostly going to be using these 4 shades. So I'm going to start out with this shade right here called Light, then I'm going to darken it up with Love, and then use Quill on the outer corners, excuse me, just so I don't have to keep on picking up the palette. So first off, I'm going to start with Light, and it's kind of like a very orangey red, so I am very curious as to how this is going to look on the eyes. For some reason, my eyes are a bit dry right now. I probably should have put on some Vaseline last night, but it's actually pretty late in the day. It's 5 o'clock right now because I didn't have to go out until 7, so I didn't have to get ready until now. I was basically doing schoolwork all day because I needed to get some stuff done because I honestly haven't really done schoolwork in the past couple of days, so I really just wanted to get some assignments done before I went out tonight. So I got 2 assignments done, so now I don't have to worry about those. So now I'm just gonna, that's a really, really pretty shade. That's a very unique color. It kind of reminds me of, I feel like I have a color kind of similar to this. It kind of reminds me of the colors in the Red Velvet palette from Glamlight. But I don't really have a color quite like this in my collection. That is really, really cool. It's a really pretty color. It's definitely more saturated in the crease of my eye rather than in the actual crease area, if you get what I mean. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply it on this side as well. But it's a really pretty, bright corally orangey red. And I really like it. I think this palette performs wonderfully. I have no problems with the shimmers in here. I think that I actually kind of prefer a more drier, harder pressed shimmer as long as it picks up and applies and sticks to your lid. I'd rather have that type of formula than a super wet shimmer, because those kind of shimmers for me just transfer like crazy. And Nomad shimmers, especially these ones I've noticed, and also in the Hudson Valley palette and basically every other palette that I have from Nomad, their shimmers last really long on the lids. So, and also since I'm going out, it's kind of a great choice to use. That is very red though, very dramatic, but that's what I was going for, and I'm kind of here for it. It's really pretty. So I'm just going to take it a bit higher here. And I think that's good. I think that looks really, really good. I actually haven't used this palette in a couple of days because I wanted to go back into my Natasha Denona Dream palette, and I used that in my last Get Ready With Me for my friend's wedding reception. That was only 2 days before I'm filming this. That was this past Friday. Today's Sunday. Just if you guys wanted to know my schedule. I just want to blend that a little bit more. Yeah, that's better. That looks really cool. I definitely took that very high, but I think it looks really cool, so I'm not mad at it. Okay, does that look uneven? Really does not look uneven in person. But I'm just going to take it a little bit higher here. Yeah, that's definitely better. All right, so once we finally have that shade down, I'm going to go into the shade Love, which is kind of that true red matte shade. And I'm going to put that in my defining area. And that definitely darkened it up more and made it more red, which is exactly what I'm going for. We're going to do a full-on red look today. Red can either be very dramatic or very, like, not in your face, but some people are kind of scared of wearing red shadow. I personally love it because red can be intimidating, but basically from what I learned from Angelica Nyquist is that the more visible you make red look on your eyes, the more so it looks like your eyeshadow and not makes it look like you have like bloodshot or pink eye, you know? Because some people say like, oh, you look sick with red eyeshadow, but I personally love it. My mom has said that before, even when I make it like more obvious that I'm wearing red, so just keep that in mind. But I personally love how it looks. I love how bold it is, and I have no problems wearing red. I love wearing red shadow, so excuse me again, I'm sorry. I think that looks pretty good. I am getting a bit of fallout with that shade, but so far that's the only shade that I've really experienced any fallout with, and it's really only because I blended it out more with like a less stiffer brush. So it also depends on what kind of brush you use as well. So don't always, again, judge the shadow just because it has fallout. That has nothing to do with performance for me. As long as it's not falling on your face as you're wearing it throughout whatever event or throughout the day. Okay, this one has some fallout as well. So I am just experiencing some fallout with these reddish shades. But again, it doesn't really bother me because I always do my eye makeup first. So fallout does not really affect me. Okay, so now I'm going in with, like I said, the shade Quill, which is that deep red. Oh, I'm obsessed with this. It looks so good. So now, as of right now, I've used every single matte in both this side and the right side, which is more of the darker bluish purpley side. I just think that, I mean, at first I was like, am I really going to use this palette that much? I really thought I was only going to use it like a couple of times, and then I was like, gonna kind of use it as like a display piece. Sorry. One of my coworkers is texting me. I think she wanted to make sure I was going because she's like my best friend there. I mean, I told her I was going and I said it in the group chat too. Okay, so now I'm just going to just deepen it up. And then I think I am going to use just one shade from the other side of the palette. Like, I don't have to restrict myself from using just one side of this palette. You can either use them separately or you can use them together. But I want to use the gold from the other side of the palette on my inner corners. Okay, let me just put on some glitter glue. Okay, and then for my lid shade, I'm super excited to dip into this red shimmer. This is one of the most unique shimmers I have in my whole collection, and it's called Comedy. And it's like this stunning reddish gold shade. I do find that this shade is probably the most hard pressed out of all the shimmers, but I bet as soon as it's on my eye, I'm gonna love it. So let's just go ahead and apply it. Ooh, that is so pretty. Oh, that's pretty. I like that a lot. You just have to dip your finger in a few times. But once you get it on, it's so gorgeous. That is really stunning. Woo! Woo! I love it. I should have wiped off the glitter glue a little bit, but I didn't really think about that. But honestly, it just takes a little bit more building. That's super pretty. I love it. She's so cute. She's like the sweetest girl. I haven't seen her in a while. Because we're like, they cut so many hours, so we really don't work together that much right now. Okay, so I got that on, and that is freaking gorgeous. Oh my God. I love that they put the gold flecks in there. It just looks so freaking stunning. It just does take a little bit of work to get it on your lid, but once it's on your lid, it's stunning. Like, I prefer this kind of drier formula than what was in the Hocus Pocus 2 palette from ColourPop, because that purple shimmer in that palette, I could not even get any pigmentation to stick to my lid. That is so gorgeous. It like reflects like gold and orange. Oh, it's such a pretty red shimmer. I think this is the prettiest red shimmer I've ever used before. Because most red shimmers are like a deep garnet kind of color. Or they're like this kind of red color, but just in shimmer form, and they don't really have much like reflection to them. Because yes, red is a very hard color to make a shimmer formula, but they did it right. They're just amazing. I love Nomad's formula. But yeah, just keep in mind it takes a little bit more work to get it on the lid, but it's once you get it on the lid, it's freaking stunning. And I would suggest using your fingers over a brush with these, because you're really not going to get the full effect or impact that you want unless you use your finger. I'm just telling you right now. And I really like it, so I think this kind of formula has a lot more longevity on the eyes. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with this look. This is really, really pretty. All right, I'm just gonna reapply a little bit of the matte and pop on a brow bone highlight, and then we'll come back and do the rest of the face. Okay, so I just primed my face and cleaned up the eyeshadow, and I'm still like obsessed with how good it looks. I really, really like how it looks so far. Let me just, there's like eye goo in my eye, of course. Okay, so now for okay, so I'm just in a group chat with my coworkers. So I just sprayed my face with the Do It spray, and then I just went in with my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Oh dang, that sucks. Okay, so for my foundation, she has to do homework. One of my girls can't make it. So I'm just gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation because I don't need something that lasts too long, because I'm only going to be out like 3 hours, but I also wanted to use this because I haven't used it in a little while, so. So I'm just going to use that. Probably should have tried and wet this a little bit more, but like I find like my sponges are so stiff lately, but I did run this under the faucet quite a bit. But again, I haven't used this foundation in a little while, so I wanted to use it today. I haven't really been using many foundations this past month because, again, I really haven't been working too often, so I only really use like my regular foundations for like when I work or when I'm going out with friends. I haven't really been able to use it, or I don't really use like my foundations other than that, because I usually use like a tinted moisturizer or like a really lightweight foundation for every day, because I'm just a light coverage girl for everyday makeup. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that here. But yeah, my assistant manager literally texted us like 10 minutes ago saying, do y'all want to meet a little earlier? And I'm like, of course. I mean, I would still be on time, but she should have asked a bit earlier. So for my concealer, I'm just going to use my Tarte Hydro Flex. It's just my favorite, and I know it's my tried and true. I definitely put on way too much on my nose, but it's okay. It'll be fine. Let me just take off a little bit. That's a little better. So yeah, again, I haven't been bowling in a long time. And actually, the girl that I was talking to before, like my bestie at work, like I have two besties, Sarah and Aaliyah. Aaliyah has, I mean, if I don't say last names, it's not really a big deal. It's not like you're gonna know who they are. So, Aaliyah has never been bowling before, so she was like, "Are you going?" And I said, "Yeah." So we'll probably plan something else where Sarah can make it, and she said that she has like a last minute assignment to do, and I don't blame her. I had a feeling it had something to do with homework. Then I'm just gonna apply it underneath my eyes. But she said she had a last minute assignment when I've been doing like homework all day, so I get it. So yeah, I'm very excited. The place that we're going to is literally the cheapest on Sunday nights as well, but also Sunday nights are the most convenient for everybody to make it at my job, because it depends on like who's working at the store. But Sunday nights we close at 6 o'clock, so it's perfect because you don't have to go out too late, because we close at 8 during the week, and sometimes that's a little bit late for some people, and you know, some people have school the next day and everything. I mean, some of the high school students that work there are going tonight, but I guess they're not concerned about waking up early tomorrow. I mean, maybe we should have waited until President's Day weekend, because then they wouldn't have to worry about school the next day. Okay, I did get a little bit of the red underneath, and I didn't really want to do that. I might just do like a darker color underneath, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything under the eyes, because since, again, this look is already so dramatic. And originally, I was going to use like a darker lip. Then I just pulled out like a nude lip last night. I was like, I know that the eyes are going to be more dramatic because it's a red look. So I was like, no, let's not do that. Oh my God, I forgot how much I love this foundation. And then I'm just going to set my face with the Pat McGrath Labs powder. I mean, I don't really have to rush. I just want it to be ready before dinner. I don't think dinner is really going to be ready I don't think I'm going to have to eat dinner for that long, I mean, but I'm still going to have to come back and reapply and apply my lipstick. Oh my God, English is hard. I need to obviously apply my lipstick before I leave, so obviously I'm not going to have it on when I'm eating. So I just used my Urban Decay powder to set my face. I'm making good progress on this powder, but again, I don't get to use it too often because I'm not working as much, and that's not my daily powder. It has way too much coverage for daily use. I only use it when I go out. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with the eyes. And like I said, I want to use the other side of the palette to use the gold shade up here for my inner corners, and that shade is called Moors. So we were just deciding before we planned this whether or not we wanted to do an escape room or bowling, and pretty much everybody wanted to do bowling. I mean, we were also really wanting to do the escape room, but also bowling is a lot less expensive because, like I said, the Sunday night games at this place are, or I don't know if I said the cost. They're only $6, $6.39 per game on Sunday nights. And I'm like, that's amazing. Even if we decide to do 3 games, it's not even the cost of 1 game on a weekday night there. Because I was looking at the prices at the of the other nights, and like they can go up to as much as $28. And I'm like, but I think you have to pay for shoe rental, which I think shoe rental is probably like $10 or something, but I'll pay that. And I think for these the weekday nights, the shoe rental's included, but still I'd rather only pay $6.39 per game. I don't know if like our boss is treating us or what. Like I'm not really sure. She didn't say anything about that. It's probably, I mean, it wouldn't be her money. I think we have like a gift card that we won for something that we might be using. I'm not really sure. Obviously, drinks probably wouldn't be covered or food, but maybe like just the gameplay and shoe rental. I don't really know. But again, the gameplay is not even going to be like 20. It's going to be like $20 if we decide to do 3 games. I don't know if we're definitely going to do 2 games. I don't know if we're going to do 3 games. Because they close at 10. And obviously we're going to have to get like everybody set up. But I wouldn't imagine that it takes us longer than like an hour per game. So, and we're probably going to be divided into 2 teams because there's like, I don't know how many people are going. So far, I know of like 6 of us that are going, but we have a staff of like 15 people. So I guess we'll see. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. That looks so, I keep on piling on the gold. It's just so pretty. I feel like a fairy princess right now. Okay. Do I want anything on the lower lash line? Do I? Because I was kind of thinking about the blue. I might do it because there is like a blue bird on the side of my shirt because I'm wearing my Cinderella shirt because I'm a Disney freak. Or I was just going to go in with Quill. I don't know if I'm going to do anything on the lower lash line. I think that this is good enough because, again, this is a very dramatic red look. I think I'm just going to leave it like this. And I'm just going to do liner because I might do the teeniest amount of blue. Let's just do the tiniest amount because this is a pretty pigmented blue, but I think it's going to look really pretty. I'm just going to take it right up to the lower lash line. I don't want to make it too dramatic, but of course, like, I say that and it ends up being dramatic anyway. I think that looks really cool. Yeah, I'm glad I did that. Okay, I'm glad I did that. That looks really cool. Ooh, okay. Fun. So I actually sent this palette to one of my dear friends on YouTube because she offered to send me the new Cosmic Brushes palette when it gets released. I think it gets released on Monday and it gets, well, no. It gets revealed tomorrow and then I think you can purchase it later this week. But she offered to send it to me and I thought that was just beyond sweet. So I just ordered the new Nomad, this palette for her today because she wasn't sure if she was going to get it or not. And then I just ordered it and I'm sending it to her. Hopefully she won't see this video before that. I doubt she will, but I wanted to surprise her with it because I just thought that was so beyond sweet of her to offer. So I was like, okay, I'm going to send her a palette too then. Even though she was like, I know you need to save money. It's like, it was more like I just didn't want to add another palette to my collection, but she wanted to send it to me to help me like grown my channel more, and she's just such a sweetheart. So I just thought that was so beyond sweet of her to offer. So I was like, okay, I'll send you a palette too. But she doesn't know I'm sending it to her. So I'm so excited. So I'll probably post this video a little bit later in the week. She'll probably already have the palette by the time this video goes up because Nomad is ridiculously fast shipping. I ordered it earlier today. So for my liner, I'm going to go in with the Makeup by Mario liner in the shade Black. Just because my Makeup by Mario liners are my most long-lasting ones, so, and I used this in my last video of getting ready for the wedding reception, but I want to use it again, obviously, because, again, it's more long-lasting than my LA Girl one. I really need to get new ones of these, though, because I can tell they're not as creamy anymore. Like, they still apply, but they're just hard to apply now. I'm not even sure what we're having for dinner because my mom, she did buy ribs for me because I've just been having this craving for barbecue ribs for like the last week. But my brother doesn't like ribs, but she also made one of my other favorite meals in the, okay, I'm glad I did that blue on the lower lash line because that looks so pretty with the black liner. Like that contrast. Oh, I love this look. This is one of my favorite looks I've done in a while. Oh my god, it's so beyond pretty. Okay. I don't think I need any more. Maybe I'll do a little bit more red shadow because, I mean, it's already like super pigmented though. But this look turned out freaking stunning. Oh my god, I love it. I'm so obsessed. But as they were teasing the new Cosmic Brushes palette, I could already have a feeling that I was going to love this color story. And then they teased a little bit of the color story today on their Instagram. And I'm like, I think that this palette is going to be stunning. So I'm just so excited. And I can't believe she offered to send it to me because she wants to use it in a live together. And I haven't done a live with one of my girls on YouTube in a while. Just, you know, life gets in the way. We all get caught up in other things. So I don't take it personally. I just know like we will eventually do them when we have time. I really did not have time for a while, so I am very excited. Because again, I did start school, so my head has been kind of in that mindset of just, you know, wanting to get my bachelor's degree right now, and that's pretty much been my only goal, so I don't really have time to do other things, but I am excited, so, and we're both going to use it once it comes, and I'm really excited, so you guys will see that coming. Hopefully, I don't know how long Cosmic Brushes takes to ship, like I've never ordered from them before, so it'll probably be like a week or two, I have no idea. Depends on if this palette sells out because her last palette was so popular. It sold out like a bunch of times. So I don't know what mascara I want to use, but I'm just going to pull out the Cali Ray one again. I love this mascara. So even though this mascara was free for me, I love it. So I'm just going to apply some lash primer really quick. Okay, so I wasn't really filming applying on the other eye. So it's really okay. It's just mascara. Okay. 6:45 should be fine. I should be done with dinner before that. Okay. Okay, so that looks really, oh my, I cannot stop staring at this look. It's so gorgeous. Okay, I'm just gonna apply some lower lash line mascara. Okay, so I kind of have to finish my bronzer really quick because dinner's ready. So I'm just going to use my tan bronze bronzer from Christian Dior. I'm just going to use that. Hopefully that is dark enough. I actually cannot even see right now because it's so dark outside. It's obviously easier to do your makeup in the natural daylight. So I'll just finish when after this. I just wanted to do my bronzer real quick. I'll do my blush and highlight after dinner because I'll be able to finish it after dinner. So bye. Okay, so I just ate dinner. We had beef stew. It was pretty good. I wasn't even hungry today though because I didn't really do anything before this, so I didn't really like burn off calories really. And I had eggs for breakfast. I wasn't even really hungry for lunch, but I knew if I didn't eat lunch and dinner, I'd be starving at this point. I didn't really want to spend too much money on food. I just wanted to get like a couple of drinks. Okay, so for my blush, I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics Rouge Romance palette. I mean, I'll definitely still have enough time to finish getting ready because I don't have to leave for another like 20 minutes. So I just need to do my blush and my highlight. I'm not sure if I need to give somebody a ride, though. Maybe he got a ride from somebody else. I don't know. And I'm going to use this red shade called Ever After. I know Jaclyn is in a bunch of controversy right now, but I do love this blush palette. Oh, okay. That, like, barely gave any pigment. So let's pick that up a little bit better. Okay, that's definitely better. I don't want it to be, obviously, too over the top, but, you know, I want it to show up. It's like a really pretty red blush. Red blush is so pretty. Like, I used to be so intimidated by it, and now I freaking love it. It always looks so good. Okay. I really just can't even see. Trying to get it on. I think it looks good, though. And then we'll apply it over here. I'm like literally just dipping once and it does have a lot of pigment to it, so don't want to go too overboard. So I'm on season 3 of Succession now and I'm pretty much loving it. I'm like almost halfway through. I'm on episode 4 right now, so I only have 7 episodes left and I'll be all caught up. I just could not stop watching it. It's so freaking good, you guys. Is there something in my eye? No, there's not actually. I thought there was like eye goo or something, but it's fine. Do I like how that looks? I think it looks pretty good. I need a tiny bit more over here. Yeah. That's better. Okay, let's see how this looks. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I just want a little bit more over here. I was like, let me go with a nude lip, but let me pile on the blush though. But why the hell not? I don't get to go out too often and wear these kind of looks, so that looks really pretty. And then for my highlighter, I'm gonna go in, if my mirror would not blind me. Just put this away because it's taking up too much space. Okay, so for my highlighter, I'm going to go in with my Blend Bunny Noctilucent palette, and I'm going to use one of the shades in here. And I'm going to use, not going to use, one of the shades in here. I'm kind of leaning towards my usual shade, which is Enlighten, but I kind of really want to use Dreamlike. Again, I've only used that one once. So let's see how that looks first. I was afraid that it was going to be like more like red base and not really like something that was going to be something that I could wear for my skin tone, but it actually shows up way lighter on your face. It looks so pretty. Let's just go ahead and apply that. That looks so pretty. I just wish it was a little bit more connected to the blush, but we can't have everything, can we? Not always. That looks super pretty, though. Okay, I'm glad I went with that one. Because, again, I've only used it once. I wanted to go back into it again. It becomes like this reddish, orangey, purpley kind of highlighter, and it's so pretty. Ooh, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Calm down, Caitlin. I get too excited for highlighter, you guys. I have a problem. Okay, that looks really pretty. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. All of the yes. That looks stunning. Okay. I really like that. Yes, I do. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool. I always do that. I don't know why. Okay. Let's stop being a dork. But if you're not a dork, it's not even fun. Okay, so now we're just going to do my lips. I'm just going to do my brows off camera. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the lips. And for my liner, I'm going to use Pat McGrath's Structure again. I just kind of just wanted to use it again, because it's such a good liner. That is one glittery ass Cupid's bow. That's like kind of a lot. That's like even more glitter, but you know what? It's fine. I think it looks really pretty. I kind of just spread out the glitter more once I blended it out with a sponge, so. I'm just going to finish that off camera. Okay, and then for my lips, I'm going to go in with Satin Cream from Colored Rain. I actually won this in a giveaway from my dear friend Debbie. I was going to go with a more nudish lip, but I think this is a really pretty color with this. Am I obsessed? I think that's a pretty color. I'm just going to go with it. I'm already applying it. I don't really care. I wanted something a bit more nudish, but I think this goes really good. And I think I've only worn this once so far, so probably should wear it again, right? I literally think I've only tried it once. Sorry, I'm just trying to apply this. I'm just going to finish it off camera. That looks really pretty. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. Here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. I am obsessed with how this eye look turned out. If you've been on the fence about Nomad, I highly suggest you try them. They have a very easy, beginner-friendly formula, but it's also super impactful and pigmented on the eyes. And like I said, I think this is one of my favorite looks that I've done in a while, if not my favorite look that I've done in like the past month. This is so freaking gorgeous. I'm absolutely obsessed. And this lid shade is one of my favorite lid shades I've ever tried from Nomad. The shimmers in this palette are gorgeous, and I highly recommend that you just use your finger to apply them, because that is how you're going to get the best payoff and the best pigmentation with these kinds of shimmers. And the inner corner gold is stunning, and I love the blue on the lower lash line and the red crease. I'm obsessed, and I really love how the rest of the look turned out. And again, I really like this lippy with this look. I think it turned out really pretty. I was going to go in with a more like warm toned nudie lippy. I wanted to use Lulu from Lime Crime, but it's a little bit too light for this. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit too light. I wanted something a bit more brown based, but then this one is like kind of like a muted rosy kind of color, and I'm kind of here for it. I think it looks really pretty. Just the formula is a bit drying on these, but at least I know it's not going to go anywhere. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Please like and subscribe. Did I say it or int? It, you guys. Please like and subscribe. I can't speak tonight. I can't. Follow me on my Instagram at TBW819 and check out my Poshmark at the same handle. And I hope you guys enjoyed this look. And I'm really happy I was able to film another look with this beautiful palette. So yeah, I love you guys and I hope you have a great night. Bye. Because it's like 6:30 right now. Great day, great night, whatever it may be. Bye.